The arena is still buzzing from the chaos of Monday Night Raw. The crowd hasn't even settled down yet. Commentary is trying to regain control. Lights dim slightly. A familiar beat hits. Jey Uso. The reaction is instant. A mixed storm of cheers, shock, and anticipation. Jey steps out onto the stage slowly. No hoodie tonight, no swagger walk. This is different. His face is serious, emotional, almost nervous. He pauses at the top of the ramp, looking out at the crowd like he's soaking in something deeper than noise. Then he nods once and starts walking. Inside the ring, Jey grabs a microphone, but he doesn't speak right away. He looks down, takes a breath. The crowd begins chanting his name. UCE, UCE, UCE. Jey finally lifts the mic. Y'all know me as main event Jey Uso. Huge pop. You know me as a man who's been through wars. Bloodline wars, family wars, heartbreak, betrayal. The crowd quiets. But tonight, I ain't out here to fight nobody. A ripple of confusion moves through the arena. I'm out here 'cause for the first time in my life, I ain't scared to say how I feel. Camera cuts to commentary. They're stunned. Jey continues. There's someone back there, someone who stood by me when the whole world was crashing down. When I wasn't sure who I was anymore. The crowd starts buzzing. Speculation explodes. And nah, this ain't about the bloodline. This ain't about my cousins. This ain't about titles. Jey looks straight into the hard cam. This is about Rhea Ripley. The arena erupts. A massive reaction. Shock. Screams. Commentary loses it. What? Rhea Ripley. Jey swallows hard. Rhea, you ain't just the most dangerous woman in this business. You're the strongest soul I've ever known. Suddenly, brutal music hits. Rhea Ripley. The place goes absolutely insane. Rhea steps out onto the stage in black leather, championship confidence in every step. But her expression, completely different. Shocked, guarded, emotional. She stands there, staring at Jey. The camera catches her eyes. She wasn't expecting this. Rhea slowly walks down the ramp, never breaking eye contact. She enters the ring. No mic yet, just silence. Jey looks at her, voice slightly shaking now. Rhea, I've fought monsters. I've stood across from family. But standing here right now, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. Rhea finally raises her mic. Jey, what are you doing? The crowd chants loudly. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Jey smiles faintly. I'm doing what I should have done a long time ago. He reaches into his pocket. The crowd gasps. Jey drops to one knee. The arena explodes. Commentary is screaming. Oh my God, is this really happening? Jey opens his hand. A ring. Rhea's hand flies to her mouth. Her eyes widen. She's visibly shaking. Rhea Ripley, you made me stronger. You made me fearless. You made me believe in myself when I didn't even recognize the man in the mirror. Jey looks up at her. I don't care about the noise. I don't care about what anybody thinks. He pauses. Will you marry me? The crowd goes absolutely unhinged. Rhea is frozen. Tears well in her eyes. She looks around the arena. Thousands chanting her name now. Rhea, Rhea, Rhea. Rhea drops her mic. She slowly nods. Yes. The roof blows off the building. Jey jumps to his feet, overwhelmed, emotional, laughing in disbelief. He slips the ring onto her finger. Rhea pulls him in, and she kisses him. A long, passionate kiss in the center of the ring. Pyro explodes. Commentary is losing their minds. This is unreal. We are witnessing history. But suddenly, boo, the mood shifts. Dominik Mysterio appears on the stage. Furious. Betrayed. He's screaming, pointing at the ring. Rhea breaks the kiss and locks eyes with Dom. Her expression hardens. She slowly raises her hand. And flips him off. The crowd erupts again. Jey steps forward, standing beside Rhea, shoulder to shoulder. Dom storms off in rage. Back in the ring, Jey and Rhea stand tall. Jey raises her hand. This is my family now. Rhea smirks, leaning into him. The camera zooms in as they share one more kiss. Raw fades out on the image no one saw coming. Main event Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley, united. And the WWE Universe knows one thing for sure. Everything just changed. The camera fades back in. But Raw is not over. The crowd is still roaring, chants echoing through the arena as Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley stand in the ring, hands still locked together. The ring is littered with leftover pyro smoke, the moment still hanging in the air. Commentary is barely holding it together. This is unreal, but something tells me this night is far from finished. Rhea turns toward Jey, smirking, her usual confidence slowly returning. She leans in close, whispers something into his ear. Jay nods. Then suddenly, the lights go out. The arena drops into darkness. The crowd gasps. A deep, distorted laugh echoes through the speakers. When the lights snap back on. The Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, J.D. McDonough, they're standing on the stage. No Dominik, just cold stares. Ray's smile disappears. Damian Priest steps forward, microphone in hand. So this is how it ends, huh? Boos rain down. You don't walk away from Judgment Day, Rhea. You don't replace us with some feel-good fairy tale. Finn Balor smirks. You chose him. Jay tightens his grip on Ray's hand. Priest continues. Judgment Day made you, gave you power, and tonight, you embarrassed us. Rhea slowly raises a mic. I didn't leave Judgment Day. She pauses. I outgrew it. The crowd erupts. Finn laughs bitterly. You think this ends with a kiss and a ring? Nah, this ends with pain. Judgment Day starts walking down the ramp. Security rushes out, trying to hold them back, but Priest shoves them aside like nothing. Jay steps in front of Rhea. You want her? He spreads his arms. You gotta go through me, use. The crowd loses it. Judgment Day surrounds the ring. The tension is unbearable. Then, superkick. Jay strikes first, catching J.D. McDonough as he slides into the ring. Chaos explodes. Finn dives in, superkick. Priest enters, he eats 1-2, but barely staggers. Rhea grabs Finn from behind. Riptide. The crowd goes nuclear. Priest finally gets Jay by the throat. But Rhea jumps on Priest's back, choking him out, screaming at the top of her lungs. This is my family. Priest stumbles backward into the corner. Jay charges. Spear. Judgment Day retreats, furious, humiliated, backing up the ramp. Finn screams from the stage. This isn't over. At Royal Rumble, this ends. Rhea picks up a mic, breathing heavy. Royal Rumble, she smirks. Judgment Day, you just made it personal. She looks at Jay, then back to the hard cam. And if you think love makes me weak. Her eyes turn cold. You're about to find out how dangerous it really is. Jay pulls her close again. The crowd chants louder than ever. USO, Ripley, USO, Ripley. But suddenly, a single spotlight hits the stage. Roman Reigns. The arena freezes. Paul Heyman stands beside him, eyes wide. Roman doesn't move, doesn't speak, he just stares at Jay. Jay slowly turns. The smile fades. Family, history, blood. Roman raises the microphone slowly. So this is what you chose. The tension is suffocating. Roman takes a step forward. Next week, Jay, we talk. Roman drops the mic. The bloodline theme hits. Roman walks away. Rhea looks at Jay. Jay exhales slowly. The camera zooms in on his face. Love on one side, blood on the other. Raw fades to black, and the WWE universe knows. The war is just beginning. Raw comes back from commercial. But the atmosphere is different now. The crowd hasn't calmed down. If anything, it's louder, restless. Electric. The camera pans the arena, signs everywhere, people on their feet, still buzzing about what just happened. Backstage, Jey Uso is walking down the hallway, Rhea Ripley right beside him. The ring is still on her finger. A cameraman jogs to keep up. Jay finally speaks, low and serious. Roman ain't just talking. Rhea doesn't slow down. I know. They stop near the locker room area. Rhea turns to face him. Whatever happens next, you don't face it alone. Jay nods, appreciative, but the weight on his face is heavy. Suddenly, Jimmy Uso steps into frame. The crowd watching on the big screen erupts. Jimmy looks torn, angry, confused, emotional. You out here proposing in the middle of Raw like the bloodline don't exist. Jay exhales. I'm done living my life for Roman. Jimmy scoffs. You think he's just gonna let that slide? Rhea steps forward. He doesn't own him. Jimmy looks at her, surprised by the fire in her voice. Stay out of family business. Rhea steps even closer, unflinching. Family business made him bleed. Silence. Jimmy looks back at Jay. You picking her, over us? Jay doesn't hesitate. I'm picking peace. That hits Jimmy hard. Before Jimmy can respond, a producer runs in. Guys, Roman's in the parking lot. Everything freezes. Jay's jaw tightens. Cut to the parking lot. Roman Reigns stands beside a black SUV. Paul Heyman is pacing nervously. Solo Sikoa stands silent, arms crossed. Roman stares straight ahead. Jay steps into frame. No music. No entrance. Just tension. Roman turns slowly. The two brothers lock eyes. The crowd is dead silent. Roman finally speaks. You embarrassed the family. Jay steps forward. I chose my life. Roman smirks coldly. You chose weakness. Rhea appears beside Jay. Roman's eyes flick to her. Then back to Jay. This is what turned you soft. Rhea laughs. You don't know the first thing about strength. Roman steps closer, towering. I built this dynasty with fear. Rhea doesn't blink, and it's crumbling because you never built love. The crowd explodes. Roman's expression hardens. Walk away. Jay doesn't. Roman leans in, voice deadly quiet. At Royal Rumble, you step in the ring with me. Shock hits the arena. Paul Heyman's eyes go wide. One-on-one. Roman straightens up. No bloodline. No judgment day. He looks at Rhea. No excuses. Jay nods slowly. I'll see you there. Roman turns away. But before he can leave, Dominik Mysterio attacks Jay from behind. The crowd erupts. Dom slams Jay into the SUV, screaming. Rhea snaps. She tackles Dom to the ground, raining down punches. Security rushes in. Roman watches. Unmoved. Cold. Solo steps forward, but Roman raises a hand. No. Roman gets into the SUV. The door slams. The vehicle drives off. Rhea kneels beside Jay, helping him up. Jay wipes blood from his lip. He looks at Rhea, smiles. Still worth it. Rhea grips his face. Always. They stand together as Raw fades out. The final shot. Jay Uso battered, but standing tall. Rhea Ripley beside him. Roman Reigns watching from the shadows. And Royal Rumble looming like a storm.